Welcome back. Where's my voice gone? Welcome back to Movies TV Mad. You can find me on Twitter at Movies TV Mad, and welcome to another edition of Movies TV Mad Live. What happened there? I lost my voice. I lost my words. A very good evening to you. So please smash the like button. Check my poll out. Would a Flash movie be better than Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness? Yes, 71%. No, 29%. Henrik, he's back. Henrik, today I was the first Mickey. Trill J Friday with the host with the most. That's right, and don't you forget it, and a very warm welcome. Tonight we will be reviewing a non-spoilery review of Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. We'll be talking about that film. I'm going to explain to you why the Flash movie will be a better multiversal movie than Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. And we will be getting into Johnny versus Amber and why it's the best interest of Amber Heard to set up a press conference and confess her lies before it's too late, because this guy is going to hound her for the rest of her life legally. Bobcat, hey Mickey, a very good evening, Bobcat. Great to have you on the live stream. Henrik Bobcat, where have you been, you crazy cat? So, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Bobcat, I thought Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness sucked. Honestly, I couldn't agree more. It's interesting, isn't it? The beginning of this franchise was Iron Man 2008, and I've been re-watching it for review purposes, because there's an interesting sequence in that film where you get Tony Stark making his Iron Man suit, trying to fly, falling flat on his face. It's a proper film and it works. It's one thing to have Robert Downey Jr., Chris Evans, Scarlett Johansson, and people like that. And then once those people go, you notice a difference. I've noticed something else ever since Phase 4 began. It's like they're spending less money with the budget. The VFX budget seems very low. I started to kind of get an inkling of this when I watched Black Widow. The stunt work, the green screens were absolutely terrible, and the quality of the films are simply not as good as they were. When you lose people like the Russos, why are the Russos not involved anymore? And something else very interesting as well. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness is labeled as a Kevin Feige production. Kevin Feige doesn't know as much about films as everybody thinks so. He's an okay, good producer. He's got good ideas. The first 3 phases were very good. They worked. We started with Iron Man. Then, even in the 4 movie, when you see Clark Gregg's Coulson standing in the background in the post-credits scene, and finding Thor's hammer, these were very, very clever ideas. So what happens at the end of Endgame? The first phase is completed. Now, it's a good idea to tap into the multiverse, to have Kang the Conqueror messing with the multiverse. It's a good idea. But so far, it hasn't been executed in a very good way. Part of the problem is the Disney Plus stuff. The streaming spin-offs just complicate everything. And it's going to happen with the DCEU as well. Too many cooks spoil the broth. Too much is just too much. Too much flavoring can ruin the palate. Trill J, Amber is done. Johnny got the case in the bag at this point. Bobcat, what is crazy to me is people are going to talk about this Multiverse of Madness movie forever because it's Marvel, but barely anyone talks about Wonder Woman, which is just a beautiful superhero movie. I couldn't agree more. It's one of the best comic book movies ever made. It's brilliant, but we don't live in the era where we respect good filmmaking and good films. We live in an era where we talk about garnish. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness is a film that just sprays paint on the canvas. It doesn't do much more than that. It's a very messy display, and it has nothing to do with Sam Raimi and everything to do with hands-on president of Marvel Studios, Kevin Feige. Henrik, yeah, his plan is running out. It's just going downhill from here. And it is to Disney also, the D plus stuff. Henrik, Bobcat, Wonder Woman was released in 17 and not now. Even tough, I love Wonder Woman 17. Well, you can't blame a movie for being released several years ago. That's not really the point that Bobcat was making. Reno Jack, yo Mick, hope this day is finding you well, sir. Yes, very well. And I'm glad to be on the live chat. This film doesn't do very much. Now, you can't criticize a film for cameos. You can't. That's just the bonus. But you can criticize the plot of lack thereof. You can criticize the direction a film goes in. I think the moment, and I don't want to be spoilery, and I don't want you guys putting spoilers on here either, please, but when he meets the Illuminati, I think that kind of sums up this movie. That's Kevin Feige. That's not Raimi. That's not Sam Raimi. And you see something there, and you see these characters, these cameos, and the cameos are okay. There's one in particular which is pretty exciting. But to see what happens to these cameos in the end of the movie or in the movie, and you think, really? That's what you're going to do here? And there's no consequences for a character in this film. Like there wasn't, consequences for this character in a Disney Plus spin-off. Reno Jack, have you seen a trailer for the new A24 film called Men? Yep. Henrik, it was cause he was setting the two movies up. This 2022 and Wonder Woman 2017, I think people do love Wonder Woman 17. So, yes, they do. Bobcat, it's just baffling to me that people are praising this mess of a movie. It's not even debatable. It's just a mess of CGI with a lot of plot holes. Well, to have plot holes, you've got to have a plot. This film actually doesn't have a plot. It doesn't have a hero's journey. It doesn't focus on the main character. What it does is it just sprays paints a lot of stuff. This film is called The Multiverse of Madness. The only mad thing about it is how bad this film is. The only mad thing is what a certain character does. It's mad because it doesn't make any sense. Henrik, Reno Jack, I have looked cool. I saw X, which is also from A24, was okay. Ronnie Dodge, hey Mick, seeing people defending Wonder in Multiverse of Madness, I'm like, why? Well, that's what people will do. Let me give you a perfect example. When the Joker movie was being released, SJW critics were losing their shit. How can we be making excuses for an incel being a murderer? Why do people keep on making excuses for men? But it's all right for Wanda to be an effing serial killer and blame a book for it. And then at the end, turn good again. Sorry, it's spoilery. This is as spoilery as I get. It's the double standards we get in today's extreme left Hollywood. Of course, people call this a controversial movie. No, this is not a controversial movie. The Passion of the Christ is a controversial movie. JFK is a controversial movie. Comic book movies are not controversial. They may not be what you want them to be, but don't give them the credit. Don't give them the compliment of being complimentary. Bobcat, I heard someone say this, and I couldn't agree more. What makes the multiverse fun is the people in them, not the setting, really, or the fact that red means go. Bobcat, hey, Ronnie Dodge. True J, oh no, she did too much to turn good at the end. What the F? Horrible writing. The point is, this is a Scarlet Witch movie. It should not be a Scarlet Witch movie, but that's okay. But even the Scarlet Witch elements are messy and make zero sense. We gave her some rope in WandaVision because she was mourning Vision. Fair enough. But how long can you go off on this tangent? Ronnie Dodge, hey Bobcat, long time no see, my friend. Reno Jack, Lol, calling a superhero movie controversial is hilarious when there's movies like Passion of the Christ. Bobcat, how have you been, Ronnie? And so as I carry on with my review, this film goes on and on and on. You even question what America Chavez is doing in this movie, apart from introducing her and saying she's the first LGBTQ character in the film. Whoopie-doo. Is that the only reason she's there? Right? This movie could be without her. This movie is obsessed with certain people, apart from its lead. We get the usual critics and the usual propaganda merchants. Oh my God, yeah, what a performance by the women. Oh yeah, Benedict Cumberbatch was all right. It is ridiculous. Reno Jack, Henrik, haven't seen it. Maybe I should check it out. This film really did capture my suspicions when I heard it was being reduced to 2 hours. Sam Raimi already saying it was a much longer film. I'm looking forward to seeing these deleted scenes if we ever get to see them. I doubt we'll see many deleted scenes, by the way. Ronnie Dodge, can I just say I love the moment when America starts kicking Wanda's ass because Wanda deserved it. Yeah, it didn't do much for me, to be honest with you. But anyway, because we can't have Doctor Strange kicking her ass, can we? He's a man. Men are not as strong as women. We must remember that. Bobcat, it felt rushed, but long at the same time. I can't even describe it. Well, it looks rushed because they went back and cut elements of the film and they reduced it down, they rewrote it, they reshot elements of it. That's why it looks rushed, because they were trying to make another movie. They had one movie and they went back to do another movie and lied they were just bringing in some cameos. I knew they were lying. I said they were lying. It was pretty effing obvious. Bobcat, it was just a mess. Yeah, it's a mess, and of course people are going to praise it. Of course they are. There's a big post-credit scene with a female. Doesn't excite me. She's no Scarlett Johansson. She's no Robert Downey Jr. And she's no Chris Evans. It doesn't excite me. Nothing about this film excites me. Even the VFX is ropey. Children, I've seen what she did to a certain female character with something she threw. Wanda should have died at the end of the movie. We can't have that. Bobcat. Also, does anyone care about Christine and Stephen? Because I don't think they have any chemistry. Nope. Henry, Bobcat, you anything positive to say today, dude? Movie was not that bad. It wasn't a very good movie, Henrik. If you like the movie, that's good. But this is a space where people can give their views. So it doesn't have to be about being positive. If you don't want to say positive things about something, why should you? Ronnie Dodge, I want to know what was in the 40 minutes that was cut. Apparently, they reshot the whole sequence with the Illuminati. Well, it's interesting because we're hearing now that Moon Knight had several cameos. For example, the Eternals and stuff like that. And Oscar Isaac said, no, I don't want it to connect to the other stuff. I want to do something self-contained. I'm not even sure I want to come back and do more. So if you want me to do this, don't get me involved with the rest of the shit. We won't know what was in the other 40 minutes. They'll kind of reveal some stuff, but not everything. Ultimately, this was supposed to be the big movie of this year. This was the one we were all looking forward to. And as usual with the MCU, for many years now, it's much ado about nothing. And of course, they're using the previews to big up the box office. Well, they won't have the previews to save them next weekend. Bobcat, I really like Moon Knight. I'm honestly happy it wasn't really connected. I thought the Asylum episode was really good, even though they nicked the Asylum idea from Smallville. It was a very good episode. I found the rest of the series pretty mid. Yeah, but I did like the Asylum episode. I thought Oscar Isaacs was brilliant all the way through. I credit his performance for sure. Trilogy, Marvel out here fumbling the year away, bringing on Black Adam. I want them to fill this L. But there's a bigger L to come in Black Panther 2 because they're introducing Neymar. who them and their fans think will do a better job than the first Aquaman movie. No way are they giving us better underwater scenes than what James Wan did in the first Aquaman. And no doubt in Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, we've seen how shoddy their VFX is already. I can't wait to see how shoddy their underwater VFX is for Neymar. I'm very interested. I think this is going to be a terrible year for them. If it wasn't for No Way Home, last year would have been a terrible year for them as well. Bobcat, I don't even know if I'm going to see Black Panther 2 in theatres. It may not even be worth it. I'm just really doubting Marvel. I don't normally rush to see MCU films in cinemas. I did this time, but normally I just wait till they come out on DVD, Blu-ray, whatever, normally 4K. Bobcat, I hope Thor Love and Thunder is good. There's no way that film's going to be good. I was so happy. The reason everyone loved Thor Ragnarok is because Natalie Portman weren't in it. We thought we'd got rid of her, and now she's coming back. Trilogy, I actually like the fact that they chose the sister to be the next Black Panther. It's a bold choice. There's nothing bold about the MCU trilogy. They should have replaced Black Panther properly or not do it at all. Manuel Mayo, the movie should have been renamed Scarlet Witch Murders of Wanda. It mostly her killing everyone. I mean, call me unsurprised. I warned everyone about this. Again, it's no good people blaming Sam Raimi. Sam Raimi came in at the 11th hour. It's another Justice League situation. It's just got more garnish than Justice League did. It looks half decent. The music's okay. But ultimately, this is not a good film. You could say it's a solid MCU entry, but it's not a good film in terms of what we're used to from films, or at least what we used to be used to. Bobcat was just a disappointing movie. Ronnie Dodge. Excuse me. Ronnie Dodge. I found the Wong fighting scenes with the octopus creating CG was shaky. Yes, very. Trill J, Manric Mayo, bruh. Wanda was out here doing more damage than Thanos. I love how brutal she was. But there was no logic to what she was doing. No logic whatsoever. That's the problem. They just had her being violent for no reason. And of course they killed off all the men first, of course. Because they're a bunch of propaganda merchants. Reno Jack, the bar is set so much lower in modern movies, lol. It is. They can't make movies. They wouldn't know how to make a proper movie if it hit them in the face. They've already stole a bunch of screams from independent movies as well. My throat is no good, is it? Bloody hell. Bobcat, can't she just make a reality bubble thing and create her children in there? No idea. Children, wait, so can someone tell me how she took on the Illuminati? Well, no, I can't tell you that. Ronnie Dodge, I'm going to say this. Wanda went mad looking for her kids that she made in her head. Stephen was right about that. Scott Edwards, what's up? What's up? Bobcat, her powers are so undefined, it's stupid. Yeah, nobody truly knows the limits of her power. The truth is, she don't have no limits. Manreal Mayo, MCU should have ended by the end game, and they should have just rebooted from there, but they got greedy and decided to just unnecessarily make more. I partially agree. I think they should have done something called Marvel Legends, MCU Legends, and done individual self-contained movies on people like Iron Man, Captain America, and things like that. Scott Edwards, when she came out of the... Scott Edwards, I think DC's future under Zaslav is very bright. Ronnie Dodge, when she came out of the round thing was quite freaky. Trilogy, Ronnie Dodge, doesn't matter. Can't feel sorry for a mother who killed like that. That's why they want you to see her as a worried mother. Yeah, so you can say, don't worry about those poor fuckers that she killed and whose lives she stole. Don't worry that she fucking hijacked and kept all those people in one division hostage. You know, Man Mail, I strongly believe Black Adam is going to be the much better movie, and the Flash movie will be the much better multiversal movie. Michael Keaton is a better cameo than anything we saw in Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. This is Movies TV Mad Live. I'm Mick, your host with the most. Bobcat, I love Wanda, I really do. She's one of my favourite characters, not mine. But I feel like they made her very one-dimensional in this movie. Well, to be honest with you, to be fair, for most of her time in the MCU, she's been pretty mid. They made her interesting in WandaVision, and now this. Trilogy, the Batman alone killed them this year. Ronnie Dodge, the Flash will be a lot better. I can't wait to see MCU Shields to cry about it. Scott Edwards, only 2 weeks until the upfronts. Yep. Trilogy, so look, I'm going to say it. Marvel lost this year. Can we say that until the year ends? You can't lose a year, my friend, until the year's over. I mean, there's no debate. The Batman is the better movie. But most things would be a better movie compared to Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. Maverick Mail, at least Keaton's appearance will mean something, unlike the pointless MCU cameos. I'll get to that in a minute. Trilogy, Mick, what other films do they have releasing? Black Panther 2, is it? Is it the Marvels as well? Scott Edwards, I think they are setting up Flash and Superman crossover. So, this is why the Flash movie will be a better multiversal movie than Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. The Flash movie focuses on one character and their story. The lead character. Unfortunately, is played by Ezra Miller, but we're just going to have to get on with that. It's about a young boy who's lost his family for one reason and the other, and he tries to fix that situation and pays the ultimate consequences. Consequences, Wanda. Consequences. It's going to be a great story. There's going to be tears. There's going to be fun. There's going to be crossovers. There's going to be cameos. This is a film that's actually going to mean something. Ronnie Dodge, Thor and Black Panther for the rest of the year. Bobcat, my theatre laughed at the final fight. It was just embarrassing. It's, as I say, they don't know how to make films. They've become lazy. The thing is, they've become lazy. Yes, they're still going to make money. Until they stop making money, people are still going to be cheering. Manrick Mayo, DC is looking much more interesting than what MCU is going for. False female agenda. Will the Flash movie be better than Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness? Yes, 80%. No, 20%. I've just explained why it will be. Because it's a proper movie with a proper story focusing on its central character. Children, I thought Sam Raimi would make a better fight. I guess he isn't that Spider-Man's director these days. Well, as I say, I don't blame Sam Raimi. He came in at the 11th hour and tried his best. I wouldn't say, listen, it's difficult. They should never have got rid of Scott Derrickson. Big mistake. Ronnie Dodge, Mick, I read a new leak about The Flash on Reddit. Sounds quite good. And it's about Barry. Why don't you tell me then, Ronnie, and I'll tell you if I know about it. I mean, Reddit is normally fake, so you might as well tell us. It's not going to be a spoiler. Bobcat, I'm looking forward to the new Guardians of the Galaxy content coming. So Marvel has that for now. Too bad they lost James Gunn after Guardians 3 long. Yep. John, I prefer Doctor Strange 2 to Endgame and BVS because I never got bored with Doctor Strange 2. Interesting, John. Well, you're entitled to your opinion. Ronnie Dodge, I read The Flash. Flash opens with a voiceover with Barry saying about time catching up with him. Oh, that's good. I like that. Yeah. I haven't heard that, but that's good. I like that. Reno Jack, Lol Mick, are you not a Reddit guy? No, I'm not. I'll give you a good reason why I'm not a Reddit guy. Sometimes it's bullshit, but also sometimes it's accurate. I don't want my whole movie experience ruining. Reddit, whatever you want to call it, spoils every movie. Why would I want my movie experience ruined? Time is catching up with him. I like that. That's clever. Bobcat, the Illuminati fight scene was just bad. Yes, it was. I mean, I didn't find Endgame boring. It didn't need to be 3 hours long, that's for sure. But Doctor Strange 2 is not better than No Way Home. Doctor Strange 2 isn't better than most movies. In terms of a film with 3 acts, telling a story, constructing a character, evolving a character, it doesn't do any of that. It's not a proper film. Bobcat, I use messy and embarrassing to describe a lot of this movie, yep. And you wonder what went wrong. Why the reshoots? Why get rid of Scott Derrickson when he did a good job in the first movie? Mandarin Mail, if a Superman movie is announced now, it would definitely be trending more than Doctor Strange 2. Oh yeah. If that was announced now, we will be buzzing. Trilogy, it's just No Way Home Part 2. No Way Home only gets a pass because of the 2 cameos. Yeah. People just ignore the bad CGI and the bad filmmaking because we get to see Toby and Andy. Of course, this is what movies have become. Ironically, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness has been embarrassed by everything, everywhere, all at once. A real life, gritty, A24 multiversal movie. And they did a better job with the multiverse concept. They didn't even handle the multiverse. I thought this was going to be some deep multiversal shit. Even the horror elements weren't real horror. I don't know what people are talking about. If you call that horror, you're going to be afraid of your own shadow. Bobcat, everyone said it was like a horror movie, but I didn't get scared or jump once. Bobcat, I was waiting for the horror elements. They never came, no. Because it's Disney, and they can't actually scare people. Maybe if there's a dark scene in a film, like MCU stands will call it scary. I bet you'd have never seen Child's Play. Ronnie Dodge, Flash bringing back the best villain is a good move. Yeah. If they handle him properly. Reno Jack, slap some zombie makeup on a guy and people call it horror. Exactly. The Walking Dead's more scary than Multiverse of Madness. Abraham Herrera, hey Mick, good evening Abraham. Trill J, nah, it's definitely dark, it's just Marvel is scared to push the limit. If they don't, they will fall even deeper. Well, it's not that dark, it's not scary, not for me. But then, some people might have led a sheltered life and maybe that is scary. Maverick Mayo, David Zaslav needs to make some huge DC announcements because of a lot of people are clearly feeling Marvel fatigue at this point. That's for sure. Ronnie Dodge, Zombie Strange wasn't even creepy. Nope, he wasn't. He was more creepy in What If. What If should have been live action. Or they shouldn't have bothered with What If and used some of those concepts a lot more in Multiverse of Madness. Children, it's dark far as an MCU movie these days. It's not scary at all. WandaVision, the show, was more scary. That wasn't scary to me either. Bobcat, was it really dark? I didn't really think so. Maybe a couple of times it was dark. Reno Jack, don't show any MCU fans a movie like The Exorcist if they thought that was scary. Rewind the times. I love Doctor Strange too. I enjoyed the horror. What horror? Multiverse skipping. I was entertained. Give me the Flash, but give me the Flash. So as I say, one cameo was shocking. Some people don't really like that cameo. I think it's okay. I was just shocked that they did it. Abraham Herrera, but Sam Raimi's horror has always been kind of its own thing. More stylistic than scary, but didn't even feel like Sam Raimi's horror. It didn't even feel like Sam Raimi's film. Bobcat, the lightning got dark, if that's what you mean. Yeah, it was scary. I mean, I'm scared of lightning in real life. Rewind the time. Mr. Fantastic was awesome. No spoilers. Running Dodge, I'm seeing it again tomorrow to give it more thought. But when we saw that live action version of that what if character said, sad, she wasn't in it for long. Rewind the times. Sorry, Mick. Ronnie Dodge, no spoilers. It happened this morning as well on the DCE Daily. John, what did you think of Wanda? I mean, I never really liked her anyway. She wasn't my favourite character. I thought they made her half interesting in WandaVision. But literally, it's like they gave her a machine gun and said, go for it. Just blow everyone away. It didn't have any logic to it. You kind of ruin the character for people. And it shouldn't be her movie. She shouldn't be what we're talking about. Ray Dodge, that's okay. Reno Jack, Sam Raimi's original Evil Dead is a classic and a personal favourite of mine. Rewind the times. I feel like, my bad, guys. Scott Edwards, will you watch The Marvels not in cinemas? Bobcat, I think everyone here has seen it anyways. It's all right, rewind the times. Ronnie, I've got to admit, Elizabeth did a good performance. What she was given, well, that's her job. She should give a good performance, as did everyone else. Maverick Mail, Wanda is starting to become very overrated. Yes, I've noticed. Rewind the times. Thank you, Bobcat. Abraham Herrera, nobody's talking about Strange. You're right. I like Strange in the movie. I thought it was okay. I think he was actually the best thing about the movie. I know. But he wasn't represented as well as he was in the first movie. In the first movie, it was his movie. Bobcat, I love Wanda in everything but this movie, lol. Trill J. I watched Seven today. Such an amazing film. I hope Matt's Gotham in the Batman sequel is reminiscent of the city in Seven. I want the Batman to be even grounded and dark now. I'm not really one for grounded takes, really. I do like the Batman, but as I said before, I prefer Tim Burton's fantastical Gotham. Ronnie Dodge, I love Strange in the movie. Did some cool stuff. Scott Edwards, Black Adam is my most anticipated movie for the rest of the year. Abraham Herrera, he spent the movie running away, never gave a decent fight because he's a man. We can't have a man looking good. John Wong got more to do in Doctor Strange 2. Yeah, more than Doctor Strange. Let's get one thing straight. Doctor Strange should be the fucking Sorcerer Supreme, not bloody Wong. I like Wong, but he shouldn't be the Sorcerer Supreme. But we all know why he is, don't we? Bobcat, I still liked her in this, just I thought she was kind of one-dimensional. That's how I've always found her, to be honest. As I say, they did a good job with her in WandaVision to make her slightly interesting. Reno Jack, I have to check out the slate again, but I think the most looking forward to Elvis. Yes, Elvis is going to be special. Top Gun Maverick is going to be special. They're actually the movies I'm really looking forward to. Manuel Mayo, Wanda is slowly reaching Joker level overexposure, just literally everywhere and getting sick of her. Well, to be honest with you, Manuel, the Joker's allowed to be overexposed. Wanda, Trilogy, I just meant for as far as looking gritty, but Batman better be jumping off rooftops, doing karate and coming out the shadows in the sequel, or else Matt failed. Yes, I'm saying that now. Scott Edwards, did you see the Black Adam villain leak? Are you talking about the toy? Reno Jack, only movies I've seen in theatre this year is Batman and Northman, and I love them both. Bobcat, most of the Jokers didn't even have, to be honest, like Wong bragging about being a Sorcerer Supreme for comedy. Wasn't funny? No, it wasn't. If you watch today's DCEU Daily, I exposed the Green Lantern stuff. Green Lantern doesn't have a production date. It's HBO Max have confirmed that. And the casting calls, by the way, were old casting calls. Nothing is happening with Green Lantern Corps, and it wouldn't surprise me if Discovery are cancelling that as well. Scott Edwards, yes, the toy, I saw that a couple of days ago, yeah. But I don't know much about the villain, so I can't be excited about it. Yeah, there's only one Doctor who's going to reign supreme this year, and it's Dr. Fate. Bobcat, no. Scott Edwards, yeah, the toy. Scott Edwards, Sabak will be a cool villain. Never heard of him. I've read him up. Can't remember about him now. Yeah, I don't know him, so I can't get excited. John, what did you think of Rachel McAdams in Doctor Strange 2? Well, Rachel is Rachel. She looks good. She's a good actress, but she didn't have her character didn't have an impression of me. I mean, we all saw who she got married to at the start of the movie. Scott Edwards, is Hawkman the leader of the JSA? He is in some DC scripture. I don't know if he will be in this movie. Manuel Mayo, at this point, the MCU jokes are getting super annoying and forced. Yep. Nothing feels natural anymore. Should I tell you something? Should I tell you why the jokes used to make work? Most of the jokes you used to find funny were delivered by Robert Downey Jr. He was very good with the gags. The rest of the gags were never funny. Bobcat, I like Dr. Fate more than Doctor Strange, to be honest. So do I. I think Doctor Strange is cool. He can do some good, fun, cool stuff. Trilogy, man, Doctor Strange showed out in his own movie. Ronnie Dodge, Dr. Fate could wreck that version of Strange in Multiverse of Madness. Abraham Herrera, why spend the first movie making Rachel and the main motivation for Strange if she's going to marry someone else in the sequel? I know. Scott Edwards, I wonder if the Dr. Fate in the movie is Kent Nelson. Yes, he is. Trill J, she exploded someone's brain. That's pretty dark. Bobcat, I think Marvel is just slowly dying. I agree. John, did you like the after credit scenes? They were all right. I mean, obviously we had a shock reveal from a famous actress. Reno Jack, Robert Downey got his money while he was good. And then got out. Smart man. Yeah, he got out at the right time. So did Chris Evans. And they have no intention of coming back because they knew it was going to get late. They knew it was going to get woke. They knew what was going on. Ronnie Dodge, yeah, it's Kent Nelson. That's why Patrice is playing him. Pierce is playing him, Patrice. Here, Pierce Brosnan, I've renamed you Patrice. Trill John, all the cameos were for no reason. Scott Edwards, I wonder if the JSA is going to be a revived version in the movie. I think time travel will have something to do with it. Abraham Herrera, slow and painful death is what Marvel will have to endure. That's what's going on. They can make all the money that they want. Ultimately, word of mouth is going to hurt them. I hate those videos when they tell you ending explained. What do you think? We're fickle or something? Trill J, I hope those two kids in the JSA aren't too childish in the movie. What two kids? Scott Edwards, like Hawkman and Dr. Fate, were members of the original and recruit Cyclone and Atom Smasher to reform it. Bobcat, honestly, I think Marvel has always been slightly overrated. Well, it has been ever since the first Avengers, yes. Reno Jack, Pierce is such a legend as James Bond, and I used to always die laughing at the scene in Mrs. Doubtfire where she throws the fruit at him. Yes, classic movie when they used to make movies. Abraham Herrera, and to be honest, having been through it already with our beloved DC, I kind of feel bad for Marvel. Oh, I don't feel bad because it's not a disaster, total disaster. They're still making money, so I won't feel sorry for them. Trill J, there's a teen who is Adam Smasher and a black girl who plays someone else. Yeah, I didn't think they're kids though. Bobcat, let's make a movie with actual character development. Rolling. Character development, emotion, and a message, please. You can leave the message at the front door, but you know, we used to do that in films, didn't we? Character development and evolution. We don't do that anymore. Bit old-fashioned. Scott Edwards, did you see Flash and Superman and Lois this week? I saw Superman and Lois, so I have no interest in the Flash. Reno Jack Pierce is also in the very underrated Tim Burton films Mars Attacks. Oh, Mars Attacks is hilarious. It's a great movie. I told you, Tim Burton's a genius. Scott Edwards, you see, now I know you don't watch the DCEU Daily, Scott. You're missing out. Scott Edwards, you know a major character died on The Flash this week, but it doesn't matter. I know who died. Caitlin Snow. But not Caitlin Snow, Frost died. But they didn't kill off Caitlin Snow. She's still on it. The actress still keeps to give her jobs. It's kind of irrelevant that Snow died, if you think about it. Bobcat, why can't we make good movies anymore? Because it's laziness. It's easy to pump out movies with some cameos and some CGI and some extreme left propaganda. They don't make the effort anymore, and they're killing their own industry. They will go bankrupt. Netflix is the first victim, and this is just the beginning. North American entertainment is dying, and the consumer is going to leave them. Abraham Herrera, Mars Attacks was ahead of its time. Should have been made today. Nope, I'm glad it was made where it was made, because it would have been shit if it was made today. They wouldn't have allowed the man to make a great movie today. Trill J, Scott Edwards, we only into the more important things of DC, bro. That show is pretty done. Scott Edwards, would you watch another special event like Armageddon if they do one properly? Henrik, where are the amazing sci-fi movies? I missed that. Yes, they don't like sci-fi because it's escapism, and they can't mention Trump in them. So they can't be doing that, can they? John, do you think Doctor Strange will make a lot of money this weekend? Yes, this weekend it will, but I foresee it having a huge drop-off, as big a drop-off as Black Widow. which was also a terrible film. And another Phase 4 movie, by the way. So yes, it will. And they're using previews to bump up this weekend as well. Bobcat, looking forward to Top Gun and Jurassic World. Definitely looking forward to Top Gun Maverick. I've never been a dinosaur man. This is the end. No one makes movies like Tom Cruise. Trill John Shaw, you know childish MCU adults think anything by Marvel is good. Scott Edwards, will the DCEU end with The Flash? Your guess is as good as mine. In a way it is, because the original idea is to reboot the whole universe and start again. We're going to have to wait and see. There's so many conflicting things being said from time to time. I brought you those conflicting things, and we'll see what actually does happen in the end. I definitely think that nothing is certain or secure right now. Trill by the way, rest in peace to Kevin Samuels. Never heard of him, but rest in peace. The Gaming Maniac. Hey mate, just hot on in quick thoughts on MOM. What? Scott Edwards, Superman and Lois this week was amazing. It was. The Gaming Maniac, Multiverse of Madness. Yes, we'll be talking about Multiverse of Madness and what a disappointing film it is, Gaming Maniac. Abraham Herrera, Top Gun will deliver. Tom Cruise rarely misses. And it'll be cool if they make a Hot Shot sequel to go with it. Lol. Scott Edwards, I love that Lana knows. Yeah, that was a bit random, wasn't it? I wonder why they did that. You see, this is the problem with these shows. They're obsessed with everyone knowing the truth. The Gaming Maniac. Oh, you didn't like it. I'm going in a couple of hours, but yeah, I've heard it was disappointing from a couple of people. Yeah, you have to make your own mind up about it. That's my view on it. It's another overrated MCU movie. They're all going to have an orgasm and get boners about the box office, even though they don't get a cent of the profits. And we go again, as they say. We go again. John, favourite rock movie? Have I ever seen a rock movie before? I don't think I've ever watched a rock movie before. Scott Edwards, is Captain Marvel better than Doctor Strange 2? Yes. I've never minded Captain Marvel, to be honest. It's not the best film ever. Certainly better than what we got in Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. The Gaming Maniac, I'm excited for Charles Xavier, though, really hoping they don't waste his return. You'll find out. Reno Jack, lol, The Rock has a lot of movies, but no good ones. Yet, I've never liked a Rock movie. Although, those two reboot ones, he's in one of them, or is he in both of them? Jumanji. Is he in both Jumanjis? I think they're meant to be quite good. The Gaming Mania, how would you scale this movie on a 1 to 10? 4. Scott Edwards, thank you. I thought Captain Marvel was a solid movie. Also made $1 billion. Forget about the money it made. It made that money because it was sandwiched in between Infinity War and Endgame. But as a film, it was solid. It was okay. I think it could have been a lot better. I think they missed out on the potential of the story, considering how she gets amnesia and stuff. But I liked it. I thought it was okay. I don't like the way Nick Fury lost his eye. That was ridiculous. But yeah, not a bad movie. Reno Jack, Jumanji remake is sacrilege. Yep. John, so Black Adam will be your first Rock movie. Yes, because I would never go out of my way to see a Rock movie. He's just the Rock in every movie. Bobcat, I'm just so upset. This one character, I'm very upset. I wanted this character forever. Now I finally got them, and they killed them. Well, they killed most of them, didn't they? But don't forget, it's a multiverse now, so you can get a different version of them played by the actor. Don't worry about it. The Gaming Maniac, goddamn, a 4. Oof. I was hoping with Sam Raimi involved it would be a banger. I guess not. It's all about opinions. You may disagree with me. The Gaming Maniac, the way he lost his eye in Captain Marvel was embarrassing. Henrik, Captain Marvel was awful. Only good thing about it is the CGI on Samuel Jackson. Abraham Herrera, Marvel introducing the X-Men isn't as exciting because we already had an elite X-Men franchise. Exactly. And they don't have the surprise factor like they did with Iron Man and Captain America and the others. Scott Edwards, rating for Armageddon out of 10. The first half, about 8 out of 10. The second half, about 4 out of 10. The Gaming Maniac, the last time I trusted somebody, I lost an eye. Flash forward to Captain Marvel, and it's all a joke, lol. I know. I don't know how he loses his eyes in the comic. I'm sure it's not that way. There's something else. The MCU lost its quality as well once Samuel Jackson was appearing less and less and less. That's because he wanted more and more money, but it's not like they can't afford it. Their budgets are very low. Their VFX budgets must be low as well. The quality in these movies now is low. Scott Edwards, have you ever seen Solo or 120 of Sodom? Nope. Henrik, in the comics, Abraham Herrera, like Austin Powers, would say Marvel lost its mojo. Oh, yeah. It's lost its mojo. Mojo. Lost its mojo. Welcome to Movies TV Mad Live. I'm Mick, your host with the most. We have 8 people watching the stream. Thank you for coming in, making the effort, upsetting your women. 7 likes. Please smash the like button, please. Check out my poll. Would a Flash movie be better than Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness? Yes, 71%. No, 29%. We have 21 votes. Reno Jack, Austin Powers is such a classic. The scene where the guy is trying to give him the pump for his piece and he's denying that it's his. Hysterical. Bobcat, I just hope they don't ruin any more characters. They will. Henrik, Mick, what have you auditioned for in Hollywood? Oh, I auditioned for many pilots in Hollywood while I was there. I should have auditioned for a lot more stuff, but I was hungover, taking certain things, drinking certain things. It was more about a party for me because in the end, that's what I did. I went there to be successful, but I didn't take it seriously. But I did audition for several pilots, and I did actually shoot a pilot that was actually never shown, never happened. Trill J, Ezra been staying cool, so I'm cool. As far as we know, yeah. I hear he's in a loft somewhere with some people he's experimenting on. Henrik, Al, tell us. I've just told you. What do you want me to tell you? I auditioned for several pilots, which I didn't get. I shot a pilot, and the other times I was just partying and mixing and meeting people. Henrik, tell us about the Hollywood life. I get the partying. Yes, it was a lot of fun. Yeah, it was fun. I enjoyed myself. It was great. I ran out of money, so I had to leave. Reno Jack Ezra stranded in the desert still, hopefully. Well, no, we don't wish that on anyone, but yeah. Abraham Herrera, it's not like they tell you all the details about the movie when you audition, Henrik. Well, no, I know the details, but I'm not at liberty to disclose certain things. Children, well, you know it's show business. There's no business like show business, like my business and your business. John, do you think The Flash will flop? It's difficult with the Ezra Miller situation. I mean, some of you think people will forget, and I hope that's the case. Hopefully the film is received so well by critics and the trailers are so good that we decide just to forgive him. But what's it? Rena Jack, Hollywood parties will take it out of you, that's for sure. When are you coming back to California, Mick? Oh, I'm going to have to save up my pennies to go back there. Henrik Abraham Herrera, okay, didn't ask for it, but thanks. Just wanted to know more about the life. Well, Henrik, I have told you about my times in Hollywood before. There's nothing else to know. What else do you want to know? Where I went to the toilet, what colour toilet paper I used. I went there specifically to audition and to become successful and to produce and to direct. I'd done a couple of bits and pieces. I wasn't successful. I ran out of money. And most of the time, I was going to a lot of Hollywood parties. And that's what I did there. Bobcat, there's no business like half-baked movies. Henrik, Bobcat, weren't you making Gorilla Zombie 4? Reno Jack, you're telling me, brother, it's getting more expensive by the day out here. Exactly, yeah. You really have to have money. Children, hell, be forgiven. He's not exactly Amber Heard. She got us out here looking bad. Henrik, yeah, what toilet paper do you use? I'm guessing blue because of your love for Britain and Greece. Bobcat, Henrik, what? I think Henrik's been on the old white powder. So, finally, I'm going to finish off and talk about Amber Heard and Johnny Depp. We have seen her case. Now, we're not going to get any more of this trial for another week and a half. So it will be the redirect when they come back. I think that's all she's got of her case. I don't know if she's bringing on some witnesses as well. But when it comes to cross-examinations, she's going to be in a lot of trouble because she's going to be destroyed. The best thing she can do right now is summon a press conference and admit she's lying, because this is not going to end well for her. Johnny's never going to stop chasing her legally. And I don't know what she thinks she's going to accomplish here. I mean, her career's already toast. Trilj, let's get to Amber and Johnny. Bob, Warner Brothers just put out an Elvis clip. Oh, wow, I'm going to have to check it out. Reno Jack, for everyone asking, Hollywood is not all it's cracked up to be. A lot of fake people and nobody's pretending they are somebody. The streets are dirty and so are the parties, lol. Yep, That's why I like them. Henrik, and well, don't take it then. Trill J, when is the trial supposed to end? No idea. But they're taking about a week and a half off. I don't know why. Just to drag it out. So listen, it's a bit of a mess. She has damaged his career, but you know, even if he doesn't win all these legal proceedings, in the court of public opinion, he's already won. I saw her coming out to her car out the trial, and she's getting booed and he's getting cheered. It's over. Get over it. She's become a public mockery, a public display. Yesterday, she claimed Johnny did something to her with a bottle. Well, where's the proof? Did you go to the doctors? Did you get medical reports? Because surely, if someone did that to you, you'd need medical attention. Go away, Henrik. You're boring me, mate. I'm here to talk about movies. I'm not here to humour you, so please go away. Trill J, you know why they are talking to Week and Half, because they know she's lying. This is my platform. I do and I say what I want. You were boring me. You were going on and on. You were being insistent. And this is why we led to this. If you can't be polite, go away and go on somebody else's stream. Oh, no. Nobody's going to talk to you on the other streams, are they? I forgot. Trill J, you know why they're taking a week and a half off? Because they know she's lying. Yeah. And it's bad. It's bad. And don't forget, they probably coached her. Ronnie Dodge Ten Hag was talking about United today in his presser for Ajax. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I heard all about that. Yeah. John, what did you think of Amber Heard's acting in court? Terrible. She didn't have a director to help her. John Gaunt, they are both nutters. I'm tired about hearing about this case. Unfortunately, you are going to keep on hearing about it. It's one of the things that people are talking about. And for many reasons, not because it's about their private lives, because this is about the believe all women thing. It's about men being falsely accused, you know, and this is what this is all about. She says in the recording, go on, tell everyone that you were hit by a woman. You know, exactly. Ronnie Dodge, who's going to win? I wonder. They're both bad people. Well, every single person that you watch in Hollywood movies and TV shows, my friend, are bad people. So that's neither here nor there. It's an interesting case, that's for sure. Ronnie Dodge, who's going to win? I wonder if they're both bad. Now, I've read that. Reno Jack, this trial is celebrity worship at its worst. Abraham Herrera, it's like you say, Mick. Abraham Herrera, it's like you say, Mick. Poor millionaires, how they suffer. Exactly. I don't feel sorry for them, but it is rather entertaining to see all this out in the open. Trill J, she was acting out that stand so bad, I just wanted someone to yell out the scene talking about Johnny said those types of things. Bruh, she needs to be put away. I mean, you can tell how insane she looks. She does look insane. She looks like a lunatic. And how he put up with her, I don't know. I don't know if he's a bad person or not. But she is a nut job. And that's obvious for everyone to see. John Gaunt, Bill Murray had some bad stuff about him as well, treating Lucy Liu like crap on Charlie Angel's set. Do you know what? Everyone treats everyone like shit on these sets anyway. I'm sure she wasn't innocent. I'm sure she wasn't innocent. It was a long time ago, and I don't really care. I'm here to watch the films. Trill J, she even copying this man hairstyle. Yeah, she's a nut job. She's not all there. We can all see it. She's been exposed. Abraham Herrera, she'd be more believable if she hadn't been trying to cry so hard. Oh, the crying without tears is hilarious. Hilarious, I tell you. Well, she's not a good actor anyway. Henrik, since you talk about Amber Heard, should they replace her or just edit the movie, get rid of her? Reno Jack, have you ever listened to the audio clip from years ago of Christian Bale freaking out on the set worker during Terminator Salvation? I did, laughing every time. Do you know what? Those things happen every time. I actually think that Terminator Salvation is one of the better Terminator films, and I thought Christian did a good job on it. Everyone loses their shit on the set. He just was unlucky that they recorded it. Trill J, John Gaunt, as much as I love Charlie Angels, that irrelevant anyone would act out on set of that feminist film. Yeah, I'm not going to cancel Bill Murray over that. Whatever he did, if he had a go or he was nasty to her, so fucking what? Amelia Clark for Mira, she already has chemistry with Jason, so it'd be natural. Yet, go back, reshoot the movie, give her more than 10 minutes, and give her character what Mira as a character deserves. Trill J, Reno Jack, Christian Bale is a hard worker. That's why. Reno Jack, I like Christian Bale regardless, and his freak out was one of the funniest things I've ever heard. Henrik, is there a Superman Easter egg behind you, Mickey? Nope. John Gaunt, so are you justifying bad behaviour because Bill Murray is one of your 80s heroes? It's no excuse. Yes, John, that's exactly what I'm saying. I don't give a shit how he treated Lucy Liu on set. I'm not here to police people on set. I'm here to enjoy my movies. Reno Jack, Trill J agreed. I don't bring this up as negative against Christian. Just a funny thing that I still watch to this day for a laugh. Trill J, the bat signal must be in the sky because Marvel is fumbling away. Oh yes, they're worried. They tried to do Moon Knight to compete with the Batman, but it didn't work. John, so if there is an Aquaman 3, Amber Heard won't be in it. No, absolutely not. She's finished. She's going to be scrubbed out of this movie. Abraham Herrera, Bill Murray has a very sour sense of humour, always has. And now some woke woman couldn't take one of his jokes and went running to the execs complaining about a legend like Bill. Don't forget, that Charlie's Angels films was made over 10 years ago. It's old news, so why should I care? It's irrelevant. Everyone behaves badly in the world. We can't cancel the whole world, can we? Reno Jack, Marvel is looking like the drophead who gets hit by the cab driver right about now. Yep. Yeah, I don't care. Lucy, I love you, actually. I do love you, Lucy Liu. Good woman. Love you. Love you as Watson in Sherlock Holmes. But I just don't care. I just don't care. So I'm trying to whistle Coronation Street because I'm looking forward to watching it. This is Movies TV Mad Live. Trill J, Bill Murray is a superstar and superstars are arseholes. If I got famous, I will be a generous but still an arsehole because you have to be tough. It's Hollywood. People get mad on the set. It's a very stressful place. It's not just hugs and kisses. It's not what you see in your BTS. It's a real working environment, and it's difficult, and it's challenging, and people are allowed to lose it and maybe make an ill-timed joke or something, just like you do in your everyday lives. Just like trolls come onto people's social media and say nasty things and we all move on from it. That's life. Everyone does shitty things. Henrik, what's the show you are watching? Can you say it a bit slowly so I can Google it? Something called Coronation Street. Reno Jack. Stuff happens on set when you have a perfectionist at work. You could go all the way back to Kubrick and Shelley Duvall. On The Shining set, it's still one of the greatest films to me. Exactly. But unfortunately, we live in a world where everyone's perfect and they like to look down on others. Abraham Herrera, I wonder where are the people who were defending Amber back in 2016? Why don't they stick to their woke beliefs and stand by her till the end? Because they are exactly like Amber. Exactly. Right, let's finish off the poll for this live stream. Will the Flash movie be better than Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness? Yes, 71%. No, 29%. So let's kill that. A little fun poll for you tonight. There's always a poll on Movies TV Mad Live just to keep your minds active. John, I don't like the new Max in Coronation Street. No, it's his voice. He really does annoy me. Reno Jack, have you ever seen the film Funny Games? No. Yes, I have. But I'm here on my own and I'm scared. That fucking film freaks me out. It's an amazing film. Henrik Eddie, Ezra News. No, John Gaunt. Of course the Flash will be better. The Flash is one of the greatest superhero characters of all time. Abraham Herrera, you've seen the new Nick Cage movie, Mick? Yes, amazing. Amazing. Nicolas Cage is class. Absolutely. Right, I'm going to read out one more comment and then I'm going to go and I'm prepared for Coronation Street. I do love my Corrie. If the VPN's working. Oops, I shouldn't have said that. Henrik, have you seen Red Lights? No, it's an amazing thriller with Cillian Murphy and De Niro. No, I haven't seen that. But if Bob De Niro's in it, must be worth a watch. John Gaunt and the Marvel fanboys are doing their best to big up DS. Oh, Doctor Strange, you mean? Well, that's their job, innit? Reno Jack, thanks for the platform, Mick. Love that we can speak on truly great films and not just modern comic flicks. No, we're here to talk about anything in entertainment. If you want to talk about theatre, we can talk about theatre. Although I don't know everything about theatre and musicals, but if you want to talk about movies, any television show, obviously our speciality here is DC live action, but it just doesn't have to be about that. Trujay, DC wins the year. So far, so good. This has been Movies TV Mad Live. I admit your host with the most. Just ask your girlfriends and your wives. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you never miss this beautiful perfection. And I'll see you tomorrow morning for the DCEU Daily, hopefully with loads of breaking news. It's been a bit slow recently. Hopefully we can have an exciting chat. And then I'll return tomorrow night, which will probably be quite dead, with Movies TV Mad Live, where we can have another fun chat. Trill J, DC wins the year. Henry, what's your show about? John Gaunt, did you like Malcolm X movie? Of course. Reno Jack, have a great one, sir. Trill J, later. I'll be back when that light hits the sky. It will be back. It will be back, Trill J, tomorrow morning. And in the evening, when I think we'll see you again, Henrik, see you, crazy cat. See you later, Henrik. Thank you, everyone, for the likes. Thank you for the views. Thank you for the support. Keep it polite. Keep it fair. Keep it nice. Remember, hate hurts the haters. Have love in your heart and hold what you love in your heart no matter what people say about what you love. Until we see each other again, goodbye. Au revoir. Auf Wiedersehen. See you again soon.